Drone Tag Scout is basically the big brother of the Drone Tag Rider, or the Drone Tag app / drone scanner. So basically, in a nutshell, we sold over 30,000 little remote ID transmitters, which I'm sure you're familiar with, the Mini, the Beacon, and the BS, Drone Tag BS, Basic Standard. So basically, we sold over 30,000 of them, and it was time for us to we realized literally it's time to visualize the flight path or the detection. So basically what we're doing now is with our app / the Rider as well as the Scout, visualizing the flight path for remote ID compliant aircraft. As you all know, over 250 grams, you have to have a remote ID standard, or if you fly commercially, they all have to have remote ID on there. So basically, that will visualize this. And the standard configuration of the Scout right now, the white one here, we had it last week at UTAC, the week before at UTAC, about 12 miles, 15 kilometers. That was optimal conditions. It was high on a van. And we were doing UTAC, basically training size, and then the state police decided to do something down the road, which we picked up just by accident, kinda. So basically the little Rider is between 2 and 3 miles, can go higher with an antenna, with a better antenna. But this is literally you put it in your pocket. And the good news here is you can actually have multiple Riders on one account, and you start using it as like a drag net. Because literally one of them, and you can actually see this here in the app. I don't know if you can actually display this.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to see it.
Oh yeah. So basically you have here the Scout and the Rider. They're so close to each other. And we use this at TFRs, Fleet Week or something like this, where then the detection units or the apprehension units, federal agents, have a Rider with them, and we know where they are, and we know when they actually have contact with the pilot, because the Rider literally shows up next to the pilot, so that we can actually say, yes, you made contact with them, or we can actually direct them as well, directly take left, take right, and this is where the pilot is. The thing is, they actually have the app as well, so you can share this app with anybody, and they can actually look into your system. While you always keep control of the unit. So you are the master shareholder and you can manipulate the detections and stuff, and the other people can actually just see it. So it's very handy there.
largest imagery network on Earth. So the goal of our project is essentially to build a base map layer of the Earth. So right now, a lot of companies who use aerial imagery, they gather it via satellite or fixed-wing aircraft.
Okay.
But we believe drones are the next evolution.
Right.
So what we've done is build this application that allows anybody out there with a drone to essentially go and fly and contribute imagery to this data set. So it's all autonomous flight. Our app will take over control of the drone, fly it through a mapping pattern basically, and then you upload the imagery after and you get rewarded for it.
Oh, okay.
So the way that we built it, you can see it's kind of similar to like an Uber concept where you can access the map, you can see if there's missions available near you, and then when you approach that mission, you can click on it, the drone will go up and fly. Simple as that. You're basically just monitoring for safety and making some money on the side with your mini drone. So we've had great traction in the community. People are able to make like $200-300 a day just going out in the evening, or if you're a hobbyist or if you have your own business, it's a great little thing to do for some cash between gigs to keep you busy. So yeah, we just released these $5,000 worth of missions over here in Henderson. You can see the gold ones there. Those are available for capture. So there's a bunch of pilots out flying.
You
today,
guys just now focusing in the southern Nevada area, or you guys?
No, we're in 200 cities across North America.
Oh, okay.
So every day we launch new cities onto our application.
Okay.
So we have pilots all over North America that are checking the app to see if there's missions near them. There's some people travel around and go collect missions if there's a large enough chunk. But yeah, like I said, our goal is to build really Google Street View from the sky that these government organizations that need the data, first responders, insurance companies that want to do property assessments or look at damage, and then we're also able to create like spatial AI products, so data outputs for companies that are working in AR, VR, kind of powering the next generation of spatial AI.